Black.
Okay. Say, hi, Enrique.
Hi, Enrique.
Hi, Fernando.
Hi, Fernando.
These are your notes for today.
These are your notes for today.
Awesome. Okay, let's get started. So, as review, you guys did the first problem on page 11. So, Fernando and Enrique, if you guys are watching this and taking notes, you can stop at any point and copy the example.
Can I hear you?
So, yeah, because it goes through the Elmo.
Okay.
So then it's x to the third. So what's going to cancel, you guys?
70.
Good.
X.
X, 8 minus 3 is 5.
Yes.
I'll put everyone on the video later. Now, for this one, where you guys have to factor, how does this one factor? What can we take out?
Oh, I'm sorry.
3x is the GCF. So when you take out the 3x, it's left with x minus 1. Let's copy the x minus 5, 2x squared. Did anyone get a chance to even start thinking about the box here for this one? So this would be the box.
It will be x minus 3. Wait, really?
No,
Oh.
because it has to multiply to 5, add to negative 6.
Negative 1.
Negative 5 and negative 1. Good job.
Yeah,
Now what's going to cancel?
negative 5.
X minus 5, x minus 5. There's one more thing that cancels.
The x minus 1.
The x squared and the x, not the x minus 1. They're both on the bottom.
Ah.
You can only cancel if there's one on top, one on the bottom.
Can we cancel?
So, what about this x squared and this x?
You can subtract them.
What's x squared by x?
2. No, 1.
X squared divided by x, that just leaves you with 1x there, nothing here. So on the top, we're left with 2x. And on the bottom, you have the 3, and this x minus 1, and this x minus 1. Because this was x squared, and there was an x here. So we subtract them. Let's try this. Where do you think the 2x minus 3 is, on top or on bottom?
Top.
So when you get a problem like this,
So we're 1.
it's over 1. So let's factor as much as possible here. The 2x plus 1 stays. The 2x minus 3 and the 1 stays. Let's do the box method for this problem. 2x squared, negative 3. Now this is the long box method. So we would do 2 times negative 3, which is negative 6. What two numbers multiply to negative 6? Add to negative 1. Negative 3 and 2. So I'm going to put negative 3x here and 2x here. The GCF for 2x squared and 2x is actually 2x. The GCF for negative 3x and negative 3 is negative 3. The GCF here is x. The GCF here is 1. So 2x minus 3 and x plus 1 goes right here. Do you see anything that's going to cancel? 2x minus 3, 2x minus 3. On the top, we're left with 2x plus 1. And on the bottom, x plus 1. Okay? So now you guys have just a quick review of multiplying. Today, we're actually going to focus on dividing. So, I don't know if you remember, or if you've ever learned this. When you're dividing fractions, here's how you're actually doing. So now I'm teaching you something completely new. When you divide fractions, the way to do it is actually flip the second term, change this to multiplication. So here's what happens. Take 4 over 5. Now change this to times, and now you flip this one. You always flip the second part.
So 25?
25 on the top and 12 on the bottom. Has anyone seen this before?
It would be easy.
Great.
Exactly, like 5th grade. So now you multiply. 4 times 25 is 100. 5 times 12. Now divide 100 by 60. What do you get? They're dividing, guys.
6.
What over what?
5 over 3.
5 over 3. Did you do it on your calculator, Francisco? No. So why don't you guys try that one? What's the first thing?
Switch.
3 over 4. The first part stays the same. Now times, and then you switch the second one.
Then what
So
am I
it's
writing?
7 over 10. Basically, any division problem, you change it so that it becomes multiplication. And it's exactly what we did yesterday. So 3 times 7 is 21. 4 times 10 is 40. So it stays the same. It doesn't simplify. So these are the easy examples. Now let's turn the page and show you how it gets more complicated.
I think you just solved the hard one.
Here are the steps, like it tells you. Flip the second term. So like it's this. Change this to a multiplication. Factor as many things as possible and cross out whatever cancels, and then finally you multiply. So here's the steps. The first part, even if you guys get stuck on a mini quiz, you can at least do this. Copy the first part, change it to multiplication,
So
and now 20x over 12x to the fourth. Like this is going to be 1 point on a mini quiz. So if you get stuck, at least show me this much. Now we multiply. The top with the top. So that's 60x to the fourth. The bottom with the bottom. 4 times 12. 48x to the fifth. What's 60 divided by 48?
5 over 4.
Where am I going to have x left over?
Bottom.
X to it.
5 over 4x. Next one for number 8.
4.
What's the, or number 8 right here.
Oh, wait, hold up. Yeah.
So let's copy the first one. 4x over x plus 5. And then what do I put on the second one, Francisco?
X plus 5.
Uh-huh.
Over 9. X minus 5.
And then you should notice what's going to cancel.
5.
No.
Just 5? X plus 5, x plus 5. So what's the answer?
Over X minus 9.
Very good. Jonathan, can you come up here and do number 9? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Now you're recording, so say nice things. You can say hi to them. Hurry, because it's running.
Woohoo!
Go, go, go. You can only record if you sit by the
I know. Woohoo!
So tell them what
Yeah,
you're
where's
doing.
the top? Come on, sir. Tell them.
Tell them what to do.
Do your work.
¿Qué maestro tenemos?
Oh. Does it work?
Uh-huh. So now tell them, what do they have to factor? Which one factors?
Oh, you gotta find the GCF for 2 and 6, which is 2, right?
2.
So,
So copy the first part. And now when you factor out 2, what do you have left?
X plus 3.
Good.
and then this cancels. And then 3, 8
Good. How did you get 8?
from 4 times 2.
That's it.
2. Hi.
Good. I'm going to tell them at minute 7, pay attention for Jonathan teaching you guys. All right, let's do the really complicated one. When you have to factor. Let's do number 10, and we'll stop after this.
Yeah.
Forget?
Copy the first part. X squared plus 8x plus 7. 10x goes on the bottom times x squared minus 49.
Is it a long one?
This is, well, how do we factor this?
Box method.
The box method. How do we factor this?
No.
Difference of 2 squares. That's the xx 7, 7. So, why don't we do the box method for this
I
one?
think 7 and 1.
It is 7 and 1. Watch this. Here's a little trick. If there's no number here, you could just do x plus 7, x plus 1. You don't even have to set up the box and do it.
I did.
Why didn't you tell us this earlier?
Well, I was hoping you guys would notice it.
Never mind.
You realized your question? So now how do we factor x squared minus 49. That's the difference of two squares, x, 7, 7. So it's x minus 7 and x plus 7. What's going to cancel?
X plus 7.
X plus 7, x plus 7. What else? What could we do with the x squared?
X
So where's the x going to be left over?
bottom half.
Top. So here's what's going to be from here. We're going to have 1x left over. So I'm going to put x and this x plus 1. And what's left on the bottom? Because this is no longer there. 10 in the beginning and x minus 7. All right, this is it. Let's do some practice. All right, Enrique and Fernando, now the class is going to wave at you guys. Watch out. Say hi to them. Do some smiley faces. Wave to them.
Say hi, Luz. She knows.
All right, do your work.